Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. I have a few things I want to really point out today, so please pay attention. Today, we're going to start it off with daily on Dixie. You can see Dixie actually is starting to find its support and is rising. We're above 104.24 right now. The level that we wanted to break above this weekly was 104.30. So today's daily close, if we get that above 104.30, I would be very cautious of Dixie continuing for upside. What does this mean? We should be looking for a local high on Bitcoin and ETH if Dixie does start to break out, and Dixie is confirming on daily that it's looking for higher. If you go to weekly real quick, the higher time frame, we have to wait until tomorrow and 12 hours, one day 12 hours, to see if we're going to close above that level or not. Okay, if we reject and we close under it, good. Next week we might come test into that 103.60, giving Bitcoin and ETH time for upside continuation. But this is not weak. Be aware of this. Please be aware of this. This is what's going to ruin everyone's day. Everyone's probably really excited for upside. We've been waiting all week. But guys, this week I wanted to see the breakout and close above the breakout. I don't want to see a hard rejection. And Dixie is not giving us a room to breathe, going like, yeah, Dixie is continuing downside, so we have clear path upside. No, Dixie's consolidating here in a triangle consolidation. And more than likely, if it does this bullshit of flat bottoms, which it's already doing, my warning to you is just be careful that if it does not come under this level, what it will do is it's going to consolidate here, a couple days, whatever, and it's going to break out and take the high. And if it wants to come back down, it can come back down. But doing this alone is going to be a flash to the downside on Bitcoin and ETH. Okay. So I'm just going to leave this doodle here. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin on a daily. I'm going to turn off the drawings because I want you guys to see it clean and clear before you start putting biases with the drawings I have. Now, for the last few days, maybe even a week or two, we've been saying the same freaking shit on repeat. And this was this inverse head and shoulder we were waiting for this neckline to break out of, which is around 44,500. But as soon as we got the break above this level, you got your warning that these wicks were going to get tested. Then we got that close above 44,500. I think it was like right on the line yesterday, right? Like right on the line-ish. And we're basically trying to see, hey, today's daily close, are we going to get up there? And when I say up there, I would like to see us actually encroach into that order block near 46,000. So today, the goal is for price action from 44,700, whatever the heck it is, to be above 46,000, if not above 47.5 by the end of today, by the end of the week, tomorrow. That's what I want to see. I do not want to see any pausing here at $45,000. And here is why. We knew that 44,500 was going to be a level of resistance and a potential area for this rolling shoulder, this right shoulder to occur. Now, this path that we have here, that was supposed to be the breakdown of the triangle, I will be moving that all the way up over here, saying that if this POS rejects from this level, you might get a little bit of a flirt down and back up, but then that second lower high will be the nail in the coffin for this liquidity to flush back down under this level here, 42.6. So that is the potential risk of this white path failing right here. So we do today need to close nicely and confidently above 44.5 for us to come attack into this $47,500 area before tomorrow's weekly close for CME or by Sunday for perps. Okay, that's all I want to say. I know people are going to be excited here. People are going to be chasing this shit into New York Open. Even if we get us over here and we reject, that will be bad. We don't want to reject here. We don't want to reject here. That's what this thing is telling you right here. This little red thing is like, hey, this is a possible rejection into this consolidation area. If you reject here, I will be hoping for support here So this is one rejection here, okay? This is one rejection. If we reject here, what I would like to see is price action do a little bit of this wiggle, but then I don't want to see us go under 44,500, and then I want us to come back. So you can do whatever you want to do here. I'll put in a double bottom, lower high, and then I want to see continuation back up. That's as far low as I want to go after we hit 47,500. So that's the name. That's what I'm looking for today. Okay, this is already checked. All right. Anyone who is waiting for this, if you're trying to chase the long from here, you can do that. But you understand your stop loss is going to be underneath 44,300. Anything under 44,300, the risk of us coming all the way back down to 43-ish is there. So why do you want to eat that loss? Just get the fuck out and get repositioned as you see stability on support as daily candle closes. Right now, today's name of the game is staying above 44.5. If you lose 44.5, I will be looking for us to find support at 43.2. But if 44.5 is held and continued up, I'm looking for 47.5 next. That's about a $2,000 move, and that's going to be a nice little short squeeze into New York Open that I'm looking for. And then from there, we can see, are we going to find rejection? There's this little doodle over here that's hiding. Are we going to find rejection over here, or are we going to continue up? And this doodle, I will move it right there. So that's the next level of rejection I would be considering. Let me clone that. So there. Bring that there. So we have these three possibilities. One here can roll over. Two over here can roll over. And the third one is where we're at. Now, if you are an Elliott wave kind of person, look at what I just drew. If you just are consolidation. So here is 0, wave 1. Here's wave 2. Here's wave 3. This is the second highest amplitude. So wave 3, I'm looking for it to come all the way over here to 47.5-ish. Then will come wave 4, a light pullback probably to 45. And then wave 5, the biggest one. You know, wave 4 can grind out over here. And wave 5, the largest amplitude, I'm looking for that break above 49.3, almost 50K and more is what I'm looking for on that wave 5. And wave 5 can go all the way over here. What is this? 54,000 and change. So this is what is the plan. It's going to take some time, obviously. I'm probably going to get a little bit of rejection probably over there anyway. Like right over here. We'll do one of these little consolidation boxes, whatever you want to call it. But there's gonna be wiggle over there. It will come because of the fact that 50K will get buttered. It won't find resistance at 50K over here. This right here, from here to 50K to 54, is probably gonna be one quick impulse. And it's probably gonna be a nice short squeeze of all these people here. It's just going blah, 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 blah. And that's why I'll be looking for the next resistance over there. So that's Bitcoin, okay? I gave you guys a nice big plan on Bitcoin. Let's see how that plays out. Now let's go to ETH on a daily. Copy. Okay, so now here comes the bad news, guys. Don't be pissed. Now, Dixie was looking for continuation to the upside. Last couple days, ETH was leading price action to the upside. It was flirting with 2,400. Finally, yesterday, we got a little bit poke above 2,400. Bitcoin was lagging, then Bitcoin caught up. Now ETH is showing you weakness first with divergence. This is a doji like close. Today's close, if it closes like this, then obviously we're gonna probably looking for 2350 into the weekly close, and Dixie will get its upside continuation. Bitcoin ETH will get its leg down, and that's the only bad news I have. With the drawings over here, we were looking for this not to be contained in this little shoulder, this Quasimodo shoulder, and that's exactly what happened. We broke out. Exactly what we were looking for happened earlier. Found its resist. we this is like perfect cookie cutter shit. Not only did we look for this to break out, we knew that this was going to be resistance over here. That's fine. Now, if this comes back down, I want to find support at 2350, which is what I said just a couple seconds ago, that if this comes back down after this doji close, tomorrow we can probably look for us to trickle down to 2350. 2350, we find some support, grind out until weekly close, and then we could look for continuation even higher. If we can't get above 2350 for the weekly candle close, then you can look for this downward path to play out, and it'll be a little bit meaner because now that's the level. So right here, this level right here, 2330 is the line in the sand. Any opening closes underneath that level, you're going to start doing this flush to the downside. You're going to use this triangle as resistance and continue back down for liquidity grab of all the money that's sitting right over here. All this freaking liquidity is sitting right here around 2150. That might be a target. Or you're going to go and tap this level over here at 2500, which we've said over and over in our videos, to take a little bit of liquidity and then roll back over, find support 2350, and then you can try back again at 27 later. But this consolidation is playing out cookie cutter perfect. There is no real things to concern yourself from 2450 all the way to 2330. So that $100 move is a range. If you get the next triangle here, that's your opportunity to take that long into the resistance of 2500. Okay? That's what you need to see if this is going to do this nonsense. But all that matters is it doesn't lose this level here. So you can do that continuation from there. All right. And that's basically all ETH is. You're in a very tight $100 range. If you guys want to use your leverage, this is when you have these things planned out, you know what you're expecting, then you can apply leverage and go ham. You can go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x, 100x if you do it properly with a 1% stop loss or $10 range on ETH and $100 range on Bitcoin is usually my risk appetite when I go high leverage. So something like that is up to you if you want to do. Aside from the possibility of us finding a little bit of resistance today, the weekly close is what matters. Once the weekly candle closes, we can look for a possible continuation next week or possible rejection and retest back into 2300 and then maybe even 2150. In my opinion, I'm looking for these highs to be taken out. We've already done the grind of the lows. If you look at what's going on here, you can see a parallel channel. Okay? Yeah. Is it even drawn? Yeah. Okay. Let me show you real quick. This was from last year when all of us were trading. Members, we had this little channel here. We were basically tracking. The best way to go about this, and you should go like this because it's an uptrend. You want to incorporate these fixed about that kind of. Okay, let's just leave it like that. It doesn't need to be perfect. The point I'm trying to make is that we were flirting with the midline of this channel. We finally got above it. It's our support. The resistance is the top of the channel between 25 to 2780. That's basically what we're going right now. We're basically messing with 25 right now, but this 2780 is a very, 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 very logical and realistic area to find resistance, like right here. Right there. Oh, can't draw it, but yeah, right around 2780 to 29, like 28 to 29 is where I'm gonna find the resistance probably from this uptrend, and then over there we could probably pull back 25 and then continue up higher. I'm looking for these three red lines to get tapped in time, so I'm not. ETH under 3K is gonna be very, very short lived. Eventually, you're gonna be seeing ETH at like higher numbers, and it's gonna be great for those holders, stakers, and all that other good stuff. So Yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys today. There's not really too much to say other than, we've been waiting for this upside continuation for a while. It's here. Let's see where the resistance is. And then once we find resistance, let's confirm support. And then we can do the continuation of the uptrend if that everything is smooth and healthy, which I am very, very on the side of uptrend continuation for the rest of the year. I'm not really looking for any surprises to the downside because there's too many people with too much money waiting to buy the dip that any dip is probably going to be short term, regardless of whatever BS news or black swan shit happens. Okay? If we were going to dump that 5 hour outage on Solana, should have put the spook into the investors. We didn't even do anything, and everything is fine. So that was good enough of an event for me to test people's reserve of hodl mentality or trade like scalp, get rich quick kind of shit. More than likely, people are here in the long run. They're holding, they're staking, they're greedy for their airdrops, etc., etc., etc. Even the airdrops, they're staking the airdrops for additional airdrops, compounding flywheel effect. So I think lots of money is coming to crypto this year. A lot of people will officially become millionaires. How long will they hold their millions is the real true test of a trader. It's easy to make money, but it's impossibly hard to keep it if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You can get lucky, like a broken clock tells the time right twice. You might hit 2 times and you get good money, but all those other hours you're going to be just giving it all back, if not more, because you think you know what you're doing. And that addiction of trading is what's going to make you lose more in the long run, thinking, oh, this time I'll make it back and more. So get out of that gambling mentality, learn what the heck you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, educate yourself. And yeah, this is how you can become financially free. There is no